We are in Chippewa Square, and check out this gorgeous memorial to James Oglethorpe. Such an interesting guy. I've already told you a little bit, but I forgot to mention that he actually himself was sent to fight in the Jacobite rebellion in Scotland, but for the British, of course. Thing is, he was not very good at that. It's thought that he had sympathy for the colonial patriot movement as well, but he was sent to fight in the Jacobite rebellion, and during the Clifton Moor skirmish that took place in England, he was supposed to trap a whole bunch of Scottish Jacobites to this one area near a bridge where they would have been slaughtered, and instead he left the gate open and let them go. Thing is, his parents were known Jacobite sympathizers who wanted the Stuart crown to be restored in Scotland, you know, because it would have been restored for Scotland and England. They were English, but they favored a Stuart monarch. And so he was actually court-martialed for not following orders and letting the Scots go. He fought it, and after a lengthy court battle was able to talk his way out of it, was released, and he came back to Georgia. Saying the trees are amazing, like artwork. It is. It honestly, this is like such a photogenic city. I mean, what other cities are this photogenic? I mean, Edinburgh is very photogenic. I mean, there's, you know, treasures everywhere. New England is not nice. It's beautiful, but just this place is a kind of interesting magic all its own.
Look at the guy we talked to. Came here for a work thing 19 years ago, and then 18 years ago he moved here because he fell in love with the area.
I know, and he said he was from upstate New York. I am not moving to the South, just so you guys know, don't worry. You know I love my New Hampshire, but this is nice. It's very cool. Presbyterian church from
Married
1755.
Wilson.
What? This one was completed in 1891, okay. But there's been a Presbyterian, independent Scottish Presbyterian church here for a long time. Presbyterianism being the official church of Scotland. Oh, I'd love to see what that looks like on the inside. Oh, original 1733 burial plot allotted by James Edward Oglethorpe to the Savannah Jewish community. And Savannah does have a large Jewish community, especially for being in the South. They have a really cool synagogue. I think it's the second oldest in the country, behind Toro Synagogue in Rhode Island. Oh, gorgeous. Loving all of these squares with the parks and the statues, and oh, this is so beautiful. Talk about an excellent course correction. I told you about the debacle of Nathaniel Greene, General Nathaniel Greene, the fighting Quaker from Coventry, Rhode Island. And they put him, arch rival, they fixed it and built this gorgeous monument, which General Lafayette laid the cornerstone. Beautiful Johnson Square. We're in a busier part of town. A lot more businesses, a little more touristy, I think, but beautiful. Here, there was a coffee house in which General Washington, on his tour in 1791 as president, came and met with the chapter here and toured the ruins of the Revolutionary Earthworks with General Lachlan McIntosh. Full circle, amazing freaking moment. He dined with Catherine Greene, Nathaniel Greene's widow, at Mulberry Grove Plantation, north of the city. Oh my gosh. The connections. Fantastic stuff, guys. Beneath this are the remains of General Nathaniel Greene of Rhode Island, who died near Savannah June 19, 1786 at his Mulberry Grove plantation. It's telling us that we are in fact in Savannah's historic district, if that was not evident already. Interesting travel news. Just got an email from JetBlue saying that our flight, which is supposed to leave at like 8:30, is postponed until past 10, which would get us there very late and home at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, not good. They did say that if they find a sooner flight, which I don't see why you need to find one, we were booked for one, they'll let us know. not too happy, and we're not sure what's going to happen with our parking at the airport. We only paid for a certain time, and our rental car we paid for only up until a certain time, so this could end up being not so great. I'll keep you guys tuned. And here are some captured cannons from Yorktown, known as the Washington Guns, apparently. There's like these little treasures, those are actually not so little treasures. There's big treasures everywhere around here. Birthplace of the University of Georgia. Is that the Bulldogs?
Yeah.
University of Georgia Bulldogs? The architecture and everything is just so cool. Notice that there's no free parking. Kay actually has a handicap pass because he has rheumatoid arthritis. It's an autoimmune disorder, and when he has flare-ups, things are really bad. But most cities, like if you have a handicap pass, you park for free. Not in Savannah. There's no free parking anywhere. Everything's meter. Ever tried putting sunblock on top of sweaty makeup? I don't highly recommend, but definitely need sunblock, so it is what it is. It's kind of I literally had to tissue myself off. Super cute. We wound up back in the Colonial Cemetery. Look how the ground is all encrusted with seashells. It's pretty cool. Isn't it Williamsburg that the ground is like completely seashells you walk on?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Williamsburg. But this is like in the concrete.
That house we toured where they had the property, they had the house on the property with seashells is made.
Where was that?
In Scotland.
Oh yeah. That estate.
Look.
I've never seen that. They have like official poop receptacles for doggies. That's funny. Okay. Rather than continuing to walk in the heat, we took a little car ride. It was still another 15 minutes, so I'm glad we didn't keep walking because we were way on the other side of town. We came to Forsyth Park. I enjoyed the drive with about 15 minutes of nice cold air conditioning. I could properly put my sunblock on, kind of fix myself, and knowing it was going to be warm, I actually packed in my backpack a pair of sandals. So I did change out of my sneakers and put sandals on, which is nice. Everything helps when you're desperately hot, so I think part of it is just it's been so cold in winter. We haven't really had heat yet, so it's a shock going from being freezing for months to well into the 80s and very humid. No time to get acclimated. I know, flowers are blooming. It's insane. I see a bunch of flowers up here. Definitely nothing blooming yet at home. But spring is alive and well in Savannah, Georgia. Just the break of cooling down for a while and relax. I was kind of falling asleep though.
With the breeze and there's shade here.
Yes, this park is shaded. And here comes the famous fountain.
You can swim in the fountain. You just jump the fence and go for it.
You know, I would love to go swimming right now. That sounds really good. I would love like cold sprinklers. I would run through them.
Flowers are blowing.
Looks very refreshing. No news on our flight yet, so at this point it has us getting like home when it's all said and done with the flight and then the drive at 1:30 a.m. and you guys know we're really tired, so I don't like that idea. I don't know if we're gonna end up having to stay here after all, or if hopefully they adjust the flight. I don't know, we'll see. Wow. Still in Forsyth Park. Here is a memorial to Lafayette McLaws. McLaws. Major General, Confederate State Army, born Augusta, Georgia, January 15th, died Savannah, Georgia, July 24th, 1897. What a gorgeous memorial. Francis S. Bartow. Colonel 8th Regiment, Georgia Volunteers, Confederate States Army, born Savannah, Georgia, September 6, 1816, fell at Manassas. Ooh. I don't know if 1861 was the first Battle of Manassas or the second. I have to look that up. I've been to that battlefield. It's pretty intense.
Look at the plan.
I am not a specialist in the Civil War. I do dabble. I do find it fascinating. It's not my favorite. I think it's also a little bit depressing, and it was just like a terrible thing. But if I come across a site, I definitely stop and can appreciate it. And I do love some of the fascinating stories out of it, and the men that did fight on both sides. Lots of cool stories.
Also, Memorial Confederate Day.
I'm just glad to see that it's still here, not torn down. Some places that's definitely happening. This Forsyth Park, we're still in it. It's really, really big, and the houses around it are absolutely gorgeous. It's like a little hidden garden in here. Roses in bloom.
Oh,
That's the animal hospital?
yes. That's where you want to send your puppies.
That is fit for our angels. Oh my gosh, that is a fancy animal hospital. That's the animal hospital. That's like animal hospital for lifestyles of the rich and famous. These places are so cool. One for sale. I wonder how much. Probably very multi-millions. Armstrong Kessler Mansion. Whoa. Now we were at the actual Pulaski Monument. Again, Polish soldier turned American, General Casimir Pulaski, did pass away after the siege of Savannah in October of 1779, and this is his final resting place. Really likes this place. He says it reminds him of Pirates of the Caribbean. I see it. Definitely like the movie. It is cool. We need to go to St. Augustine. Like soon. Congregation Mikveh Israel, founded in 1733. Oldest congregation now practicing Reform Judaism in the United States. Okay. Very different for a synagogue. Definitely fits the area though.
Yeah.
That was we had before this was built.
I'm not used to so much flat land. I mean, what is not flat? Getting some perspective outside of the downtown, going to the beach. Alright, so the battery on my good camera, on my trusty Osmo Pocket 3, has died. I showed you guys too much of Savannah, so now I'm gonna have to keep the old iPhone going and use it. But we are on Tybee Island, and oh my gosh, it's absolutely beautiful. Our flight is still delayed. We tried calling JetBlue, they were not helpful. They said they won't compensate us or let us change the flight unless it goes 3 hours over. Right now it's a little over 2 hours over, so we won't know until we know. We're gonna go and act as if it's leaving at 10:15 and just enjoy a few hours here in this beautiful evening. It is warm, it is sunny, it is breezy. We decided we wanted to see more of Georgia and the surrounding areas of Savannah, so we took a little 40-minute drive to the beach. I see the beach from my house all the time. I wanted to really see what the beach looked like from the southern side. It's been a long time since I've been on the southern beach. Definitely a different vibe, and this place is really cool. Flatland coming in, and just palm trees and saw meadows and swampland, and then it opened up to the ocean here, and the lighthouse. The weather is incredible. I've got my sandals on, I put my hair up. It's feeling like summer. At home it's like freezing cold, and here sunny and warm. I definitely do get the appeal some folks would have who, you know,
Summertime here already.
enjoy the, I know. This is very Very cool. I'm thinking as well, by the way, given that I went over on my battery usage plus my extra battery pack, that I'm gonna have to split this in at least 2 videos. It's very hard to gauge how long a video is gonna be, but I'm sure it is well over the under hour that I try to keep them to. So I might, who knows, if it's gonna be 1, 2, or 3 videos, we'll see. It's warm? I don't believe you. Okay, took my sandals off. I can tell it's cold. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, I almost lost my sandals. Okay, once you're in, the water's pretty nice. Look at that huge ship with tons of cargo on it. Wow. And we found a jellyfish, so I definitely don't want to like step on one of those. My mom got stung by a jellyfish in Hawaii once. It wasn't good. What a absolute blessing. I am holding my sandals, just walking through the beach, the water. It's like 82 degrees, but there's the perfect breeze. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's absolutely perfect. So beautiful, the sun. Oh my gosh. One of those wouldn't mind if it lasted forever type of moments. Oh, I feel like I'm on vacation. I can't believe that I got up this morning at home and it was 30 degrees and I didn't really know where the day was going to go or what was going to happen, and I was so tired. But honestly, I'm having another, like a second wind. Thank goodness for the power nap I took on the plane, and we finally ate dinner. Got some hydration. Ugh. Good to go. Just, it's a vibe right now. I'm chilling. So nice. Well, if you have to go somewhere for just a day, the Savannah Hilton Head Airport, super convenient, super easy, everybody's friendly. The rental car system is great. We had Alamo, they were super nice. Yeah, so far so good. We're just hoping that it all pans out with JetBlue. I don't know what's gonna happen. So our flight has got pushed back another 10 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna be home very late. Yeah, this is such a cool airport.
So the adventure begins. Look at that.
That is so cool. Really, really cute. Everything's closed, I guess, already. There's our cruddy flight. See? It was gonna be 8:45, now 10:30. I just hope it doesn't turn into something else. Although, you know, if we have to get a hotel, could be worse. We'll see. We made it on the plane. The flight ended up being about 2 hours and 45 minutes late. Like Patrick Henry, I know of no way of judging the future but by the past. Boy, that was fun. Thanks for hanging out. Like, share, subscribe. See you soon. Also on Instagram at @_historycheck. Bye. Another happy landing. It's a ghost town. Well, at the end of a trip, if you have to go have a home to go home to, I'm glad it's the home we have.
To experience all that we have to offer. Welcome to Massachusetts.
.44 a.m. and just like that, we are freezing our butts off again. It's always good to be back home, even though we never really left. We did, but for the day.